Hello everyone, welcome to Living with Spice. I'm Rebecca Gabrielle. I'm going to be doing a general card reading for Cancer, and this is for mid to late June. So Cancer, as you know, I'm going to be looking at all of the general aspects of Cancer. This can't be a personal reading for everybody, but I'm sure that if you have arrived at the channel here, the Divine has a special message for you. We're going to look at where your energy is focused at the moment and what are the likely outcomes that are going to be unfolding for you over the next 2 weeks. So stay tuned, Cancer. Let's see what is coming up for you and the messages from the Divine that's going to assist you through this period of time. All right, let's jump in, Cancer, to see what's coming up for you. Cancer, thank you for joining us for your reading, and as I mentioned, it's a general reading only, but you can always check out your moon rising and your Venus sign to get a fuller understanding of what is going on for you. There's more to us than just our sun sign, of course. If you don't know how to do that, just go to your computer, add to your URL and just type in free natal chart and you'll be able to get those details. I'm going to pull a card here from the Energy Oracle deck just to get a feel for the general theme of what is happening in your life at the moment, and then we'll pull some tarot cards. So thank you, Spirit, for your guidance for Cancer at this time. We've got the Happy Family card. I really love the energy in this card. The 4 lets me know that there's a really beautiful, stable energy about you, Cancer, and a beautiful connection with family, relationships, and the importance of those connections for you. I love the rainbow here. It says to me that things have a beautiful, happy outcome, a happy outlook for you, Cancer. I'm sensing that for some of you, this is an omen of things to come. Now, I know there are many of you Cancerians out there who just love, love, love being connected with your family, but I'm also sensing that there are some new families being in the making, and this is an omen of things to come. I am really being drawn to the importance of connections and communication. So whether your family happens to be close by or whether your family is spread out across the miles, what I'm sensing is the importance of strong bonds, strong communication that close the gap when it comes to distance. And if for some reason this is a challenge for you at the moment, Cancer, fear not, because those bonds and ties are strong. And perhaps for you, Cancer, at the moment, you are really wanting to foster good communication and strengthen those ties regardless of the distance between you all. Those connections are deep-rooted, and they allow you all to experience the roots of your strong connections as a family, even when we all individually experience challenges in life. These strong connections provide the strength, the foundation to draw upon when times are challenging, or to draw upon when you are experiencing the physical distance. The connection between all of you surpasses that physical distance, and there is a beautiful spiritual and soul connection amongst you all. Again, I keep getting drawn back in my mind to new connections, new family ties. For some reason, it just keeps coming to me that there are many of you who are going to be developing new family bonds, new ties, and not necessarily blood ties. So these may be blended families that's coming up for me at the moment. Those ties are going to be strong, and they will remain there for the future. Cancer, family ties are very important to you, and I feel that regardless of whether they are blood ties or not, these family ties are very important. So let's take a look at the oracle message. Closeness, fun and caring, yeah. We're definitely seeing a time of celebration and joy with the rainbow here. Close connections are available, so don't overlook the fun and the frivolity that a friend or family experience can bring. Yes, certainly having fun and experiencing those moments together, which may not perhaps happen all of the time. So when family members do get that opportunity to come together, it's very important, it's very binding, and it's strengthening. The value that you find in a truly loving relative or friend, Cancer, brings a higher vibration to your life force. You may be distracted or busy at times, but remember to put this part of your life in the forefront of your priorities. So family ties and family bonds are very, very important. They help you to raise your life force and your higher vibration, Cancer. Now, Cancer, if you are single, this card can indicate a potential meeting and perhaps a relationship with someone who has children from a previous marriage. Yes, I was sensing this. New family ties, blended families. I'm feeling that quite strongly for many of you. So it may be that you have a ready-made family. And there may be some challenges that come with this, but this could be part of your destiny, your soul journey, your learning. The things that come with that are going to benefit you over a period of time. It'll be a landscape for you to learn many new things. So the card may be a celebration of beautiful things to come. So there may be a cause for celebrations coming up with family. Like weddings and anniversaries and birthdays and so on, Cancer, or it could be the start of something new in terms of family ties. Now, if you are experiencing that separation and emotional distance, this is something that's of great importance to you, and Spirit is just helping you to see that effort in this area to reconnect and to establish those ties and bonds is going to be very valuable for all of you. Now, if there are some hostilities for some of you, and let's face it, not every family situation is smooth, then Spirit is saying now is the time to do your best to work those things out and to reconnect with family members where possible. It's time to heal and to mend those ties. Communication and patience may be what's needed right now. Let your intuition be a guide as to how to go about this. Call upon your angels and come from a heart space. And if needs be, reach out to get professional help that's going to resonate with you and to help you re-establish those ties. Healing starts when we choose to become more loving in ourselves. Okay, no matter whether we're the parent, the sibling, the child, the spouse, we have to start with love in ourselves without pointing the finger and expecting it to come from someone else. So honour yourself and allow the love in you to be what drives you. And to let go of hostilities. Don't make that a focus, because that's not going to help with the healing and the mending and the reconnection. Alright, so that is an interesting theme, an overall theme for your reading, Cancer. So let's get into the reading and pull some tarot cards. So Spirit, help us to see what is in the present energy and what is coming up for Cancer in mid to late June. Thank you, Spirit, for Cancer in mid to late June. Thank you, Spirit. Now, I read my cards intuitively. I don't do reversals, so I know everyone does this differently. for Cancer. There's a lot going on in your world, Cancer. Now, truly, overall, you are progressing in your life and experiencing growth. Now, sometimes you will see this growth and sometimes it will feel a little unattainable, but the Nine of Pentacles lets us know that overall you are growing, and all of the inner work that you have done, Cancer, is going to begin to produce beautiful fruit. And not only will you be able to see it, others will be able to see this too. Be all of you, Cancer, and trust in yourself. You have so much to share with others, and people are going to benefit from your gifts and your talents. When you are focusing on your true self, you get to share that in a way that makes a difference to other people's lives. Bless you. So keep going with this. You have so much love and a heart of love. And you know what? This is expanding for you, Cancer, in so many ways in your life. Not only within you, but in the things that you do and how you show your love. This is the focus for your energy at the moment, Cancer. And it's really beautiful. You've got so much love that is overflowing from you, which, doesn't surprise me that we get this focus on connections with the family and the importance of mending those ties, those bonds, and the communication. Now, you are in quite a reflective mood at the moment. We have the Moon card here. Deep in your emotions. There are things that you are still trying to sort through, sift through. Feeling the intensity of feelings and emotions at the moment. Yeah, you are going through a change. It feels sort of like that struggle, the push-pull change of, the metamorphosis process of the caterpillar. Sometimes it's feeling good and then it feels not so good. And then, it's sort of like this dance that goes between the two as you come to a deeper understanding and awareness of yourself. Now, I am sensing that you have external matters pulling at you as well as internal. It does feel quite intense. And moving on, Ten of Wands lets us know you're very tired. You've been working hard and feeling the weight of burdens in your life of doing for others, Cancer. Putting out so much love from your heart space, but it has brought you to a place of feeling quite overwhelmed and tired is what I feel. It feels the energy is intense, and hence you are feeling the weight and the burden of that. Sort of like the Ten of Wands is sort of coming to the end of your road. For some of you Cancerians, it's like you've had enough and you realise, I can't keep doing this. I've got to move on. So perhaps some of you are planning to move on, to move away from where you have been focusing. But I do feel that it hasn't been an easy decision, not an easy choice. Feeling mentally confused, not very clear, knowing that you need to make a decision, but not having all of the information. So feeling like you're stumbling in the dark somewhat. There's a combination of this Moon and the Ten of Wands and the Two of Swords. The energy is unclear, it's heavy, it's confusing for you. So what's going on in the world for Cancer? Something definitely has affected you in your world. External matters are pulling at you at the moment. And there's this tiredness about you, Cancer. But you know what? Spirit is letting us know there is a reason for this, and perhaps you are not knowing that yet, but you're going through a death and a rebirth experience. So whilst your external circumstances feel unsustainable and tiring and overwhelming, all of this is for an important experience of some inner growth and awareness. And this, if it hasn't yet become apparent to you, you're in the process of of evolving, a rebirth of a new you and of a much greater, more powerful awareness. So some of you may not have reached that point yet, but it, as I was saying at the beginning of the reading, it feels like that inner struggle as the caterpillar becomes the butterfly of this. You can just imagine how things are morphing and changing and how much energy goes into that process. Before you become that new butterfly, that new being. Now, after the death and rebirth, we have the Empress card, and the Empress represents birth or rebirth, birthing new things in your life, the birth of yourself or a new version of you. It's beautiful. It's a higher. It feels like a more expanded, mature, a more mature you. So the Ace of Cups is you in the physical realm expressing your love and giving out your love in very generous ways that are noticeable through your actions and the things that you are doing. And then we go through this metamorphosis change, Cancer, to then reveal sort of like this amazing goddess, the new version of you, the birth of you. Now, you can be male or female, so please don't take it as a gender. This is the energy of the Empress, which is all about birth and rebirth and something very fresh and new and more powerful and grounded. And you are there for the world. You are there to share your gift in a much greater way, Cancer. Very beautiful. Now, this is interesting because I have the Empress next to the King of Swords, and I am sensing that this is not your energy. Now, it could be that you feel that you need to take a more logical view of your current situation and change, but I'm also sensing at the same time that this is a, what am I trying to say? It feels like a partner energy. So as it's laid on my table here, the King of Swords is looking at the Empress. This is a decision to be with the Empress, Cancer. The King of Swords is very strategic, and if the King of Swords is planning to partner with the Empress, there's a great deal of decision making going on here and a lot of seriousness about this decision. It's well thought out over a long period of time. It's strategized. Both these two energies are highly independent energies. Both can survive without the other. But when you put them together, you realize what a beautiful complementary match these two energies are. The Empress, so very different to the King of Swords. You put them together and you have a very powerful pair. So let's see what happens with that. Now we have the Strength card. There is somewhat of a duality here. Cancer. Interesting. So we have the beautiful, loving energy of the Lamb, the feminine, the divine feminine, mixed with the courageous lion energy, calling upon your inner strength. You know, just because, you know, the facade that you have of this loving, caring, divine feminine energy, Cancer, can be misconstrued by some as a weakness, but you are far from weak. You have incredible love and compassion within you, but the wisdom and the strength of the lion. This card always says to me, you are an old soul. And you are very adept at adapting to your environment and situation, Cancer. Very attuned to others and able to read people well, connect and build rapport. It comes from a place of sincerity, Cancer, and this is your energy. So Spirit is wanting you to recognize that the way forward, especially when we are so aware of the importance of our soul journey and growth, when we commit to that pathway, we know that it's not necessarily going to be an easy pathway. You know, there may be quite a bit of a challenge to be in this kind of relationship. It may require strength, but it also brings a great deal of love, discernment, wisdom and growth. I still see this as a power couple. Now, there was no intention of this being a love reading, but this is the way it seems to be playing out. But it's not romance, it's not romantic love that I'm sensing here. It's more a case of a power couple, soulmate energy. And let's face it, if you know anything about soulmates, you know that that's not an easy pathway to take. It's quite challenging because soulmates are there to help grow you and to, press your buttons so that you are learning and growing. Interesting. So we've got this transformation, this recognition of the love that you have within you, your skills and what you are here to do, sharing what is in your heart and sharing your skills and gifts with others. You're definitely going through a very significant inner transformation at the moment. Now, I do see at the end of this death and rebirth is somehow going to bring you in close connection with this other person, perhaps to begin a new part of the journey. So thank you, Spirit. What else do you have for Cancer? We have Ace of Air, definitely about serious communication and clarity. You are feeling very inspired, or will be. Perhaps a brilliant idea is going to come to you. Perhaps it's that awakening and that aha moment. It certainly is about seeing the truth of a situation, having intense clarity. And I see this happening in this latter part of the reading here. And recognizing that potentially there will be a challenging new beginning to your life following this transformation. And that's what I'm sensing here, this power couple. Yes, it may be challenging to start with, but I do have a sense that it will bring great rewards, Cancer. Let's see. Let's keep going. Thank you, Spirit, for your advice for Cancer. This does feel very significant. A very significant reading. We've got the Unity card. Again, I'm sensing this incredible soul connection between you and another person. The Unity card is like bringing that, acknowledging our diversity and our differences and seeing that as an incredible positive, a gift. We are better when we're able to recognize our differences and to come together and embrace that. It's just a mediocre situation if you are connected with someone who's exactly like you. Now, during this time of incredible spiritual growth and change, it's a really opportune time for you to seek out mentors, people who can share their wisdom and knowledge with you. Listen to your spiritual guides. Trust the nudges that you get to follow a pathway to explore and learn more. Thank you, Spirit. What else for Cancer? Page of Water. So a new person's going to enter your life, Cancer, who's going to assist you on the first part of this journey with a new relationship or a relationship that is going into a new phase. I do sense that there's newness, learning new things, learning to connect in new ways. Yeah, so we do have new beginnings for sure, and perhaps it will feel a little challenging to start with, but it's sort of like a necessary way to start this relationship. It's new, but it's got a higher purpose. Now, your intuition and psychic abilities, both of you, are very heightened at the moment. You're connecting now at a more spiritual level, and there's a possibility that the connection may have been more physical before. I do feel you know this person. Okay. Yeah, so it is time to take a rest. You know, we can't rush that metamorphosis process, can we? It takes as long as it takes. And so it's very important, Cancer, not to rush through this period of time. So the Four of Air lets us know it is time to rest. Allow a little bit more time before making decisions. Meditate, rest, take care of your needs. Very important. Eight of Water, same as Eight of Cups, knowing that this is the time. It's that instinctive knowing that things are changing, things are morphing, that whatever was has now finished. You know, this death and rebirth, you know that this change is coming. And it's like you see it, you feel it, you sense it, you're going through it. There's nothing you can do to stop it. That's really what I'm getting. So what's drawing you is, even though you can't see through the fog of this transformation, you know, the caterpillar can't see through that cocoon, but you know the change is happening. And so you are being guided by your soul and your spiritual self, because this is where the growth is happening. Deep spiritual and emotional change and growth is happening for you, Cancer. Yeah. Don't rush the process, just be aware. I feel that this message is to help you be aware. Spirit has got you firmly. Yeah. Family will help you through this period of time. I am sensing also that this is very much about the connections here. There's a soul ties, spiritual ties. This is going to happen. Yes, there's a lot of you out there connecting with new families, and these ties are very important for your spiritual growth, and they are long-standing ties. Thank you, Spirit. Knight of Water. Oh, there's so much beautiful, deep emotional feelings going on here for you, Cancer. Falling in love. The need to balance emotions. I keep taking deep breaths because I'm feeling the intensity of this energy, Cancer. Almost like I feel like I'm in this water drowning. I keep wanting to take really deep breaths, but it's not suffocating. It's just intense. I feel the change that you're going through. So just be aware, don't fight it, go with it, understand it, take care of your energy, rest when you need to. In many ways, even though it's intense, it's got that, it's a beautiful intensity. It's like you don't want to let go of the intensity. Perhaps you know, because it is leading to something better. It's like, you know, a woman who's giving birth, you know how much effort, the pain, intensity of giving birth, and yet you are prepared to keep going because you know that you're going to have this beautiful baby at the end. Yes, so you're birthing something new in your life, Cancer. Very beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. What else for it? Cancer. Gosh. Nine of Air, yeah. Be careful where you, that you don't lose hope. You know, we can get into a negative space when we're going through intense, challenging times. So try not to expect the worst and go into negative thinking. Yeah, because we don't want to create a situation that's a self-fulfilling prophecy, Cancer. You may be struggling with sleep, with a little bit of worry. It is an intense time for you. So Spirit is saying just relax. Take care of your needs, look after yourself, do what you need to do to go through this period of time. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card from the Wisdom of Avalon deck. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance for Cancer. Okay, so help us to see what is coming as we move out of this period of intensity. Thank you, Spirit. What is going to unfold here for Cancer? The Wasp. Okay. Someone's not altogether thrilled with you. Someone in your energy at the moment keeps having outbursts of anger, jealousy, retaliation. I feel this is something you just have to ignore, that you have to let bypass. Someone's struggling with you at the moment. Someone has their anger pointed at you. I don't feel this is your energy. This is someone else's energy. The best thing you can do in this situation is just to not react with the same amount of sting. Yeah, where possible, don't give it the energy. Yeah. So when you confront this energy with sting and fire, you're going to get it back. Yeah. So be mindful of how you respond if you get this sort of sting coming your way from someone else. Pain is a choice. Pain is a choice. So look, if someone says something hurtful to you, it's such a human response for us to want to retaliate, to give it back, to defend ourselves. But be very careful in doing that, because, you know, when we shoot from the hip and we respond and we retaliate, we just end up hurting ourselves. So, you know, we can sort of fire up and start firing with words to retaliate to someone if we feel that someone has said or done something unjust. But at the end of the day, it leaves you feeling like you're the one who's been stung, and doubly so. So be very careful to avoid any anger or jealousy or retaliation. It won't help you at this time. So the best advice here from Spirit is just mind your own business. Let it waft over you. Don't react to it. And, you know, whatever this sting is, keep it in perspective. It's not a life or death situation. This is someone just shooting from the hip and highly emotional. And so put it into perspective, Cancer. It is not anything about you. Be smart. Yes, you have the right to defend yourself, but not take on the energy of that person. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Good advice. Anything else for Cancer at this time? Oh, well, we have the owl. So the owl is about deception and wisdom, seeing things clearly. So what do you need to see clearly at the moment, Cancer? Are you seeing clearly? Be careful of your assumptions. So the owl lends you eyes that you need to see in the dark around you. Now, the owl can cut through shadows to illuminate the real truth. Maybe there is some deception around you, some shadow energy. Someone may be trying to camouflage his or her real intentions. Perhaps they're not being their true and honest, transparent self, and you are sensing this, Cancer, big time. Yeah. So I guess your senses are alert and aware, so be careful. Now, the owl also reminds you to be honest with yourself and to snap out of any lies or denial in you. Snap out of any illusions. You know, sometimes we can be very willing to stay a little blind, or just to deceive ourselves because there's a gain in it. So Spirit is saying be careful with that. When we lie to ourselves, we end up creating a prison of our own making. We end up entrapping ourselves. So the owl here is asking us all to seek the truth in the darkest places of ourself. Be prepared to look, to see, to know, rather than to cover it up and be in denial. This will set you free, and it'll restore you to complete wholeness, Cancer. So allow the owl to guide you. So when we recognize truths and untruths, that's how we tap into our deep wisdom. So the owl is an important ally, something very, very good to remember. All right, so let's finish up with a card from the Archangel Raphael healing cards. Yeah, thank you, Spirit, for your guidance in this reading for Cancer. There's more. I can sense there's so much more to this particular reading, but of course we're looking at the last 2 weeks of June, and there's a lot going on here. So I feel that this is helpful to you by drawing your attention to what is going on and the importance of taking time to rest as you are going through this transformation. You're definitely birthing something new in your life, and it is going to require you to stay focused and determined, and to not respond or to retaliate to other people's energies. Just keep your focus on yourself, not on what other people are saying and doing. Yeah. And do remember to keep sharp. Notice the truths and the untruths within you. Thank you, Spirit. So the way to help you through this time is increasing your energy, your vibration. Yeah. So here we go. Increased energy, ramping up your energy, whatever it takes to bring that extra healing and raising your vibration is how you get through this transformation period and how you move away from this kind of energy. Remember, you are feeling quite tired. It's a little bit like a washing machine energy is what I'm sensing. Yeah. Okay, so as you're going through this change, let's take a look at the oracle message for increased energy. So the card indicates your energy is increasing as a result of recent positive changes. Yeah, feeling illuminated. This death and rebirth card. This is your validation to continue upon your present path. Keep going. Don't allow the distractions to get in the way. Energy levels are vital to health and healing. And Archangel Raphael can help you increase vitality, strength, and motivation. But all you need to do is ask, and we do need to ask. We need to be active in asking for that assistance and that guidance. It also could be pointing to the message that energy healing work is very, very helpful to you at this particular time. Whether you are able to give it or receive it, this is going to assist you. Also, it's important for you to be aware of the kind of energy around you at the moment. Do you have positive energy? Now, I'm not just talking about people, I'm also talking about things like your environment. Is it clean? Do you have too many fluorescent lights, too many electric appliances around you? What kind of energy is being produced around you? Is it natural or is it artificial energy? And then, of course, we know about the energy that comes from people. Is it positive? Is it toxic? Is it draining or is it healthy, inspiring and motivating? It's a really great time to call upon Archangel Michael to cut any etheric cords that could be draining your energy or vitality. So ask for his help. So if you happen to be around people at the moment that are draining your energy so that you're starting to feel like this, then now is the time to make a very important decision to step away from that energy, stepping away from that energy that feels like a burden, and ask for the guidance and the assistance from Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael to cut those cords, that are draining you so you can restore your energy and vitality. It's also important to eat really good food, eat high energy food, and what I mean by that is natural food, not sugary food. Stay away from carbohydrates that dull your energy, alcohol, stimulants like coffee and tea. Just eat fresh food that's going to lift your energy naturally. Very good. Okay, very good advice. So much going on in that reading. I'm going to pull a card from the Namaste Oracle deck, Namaste Blessing cards. No surprise to you, I use this pretty much every time I do a reading. It just seems to be a nice way to finish the reading, Cancer. All right, so thank you, Spirit, for your assistance, your spiritual guidance today. What parting message do you have for Cancer? Thank you. All right, I'm going to take that top one here. So it says a blessed season. A blessed season. Well, this to me looks like cherry blossom here. I love that. And on the back it says, each season of your life is a gathering of precious moments. Each one has its purpose, unique beauty, challenges and blessings. Everything is always unfolding in accordance with the divine will of your soul. All is a blessing and forever blessed. You know, despite the changes that we go through in life, and sometimes we can resist those changes because they're uncomfortable, Spirit is saying that there's always a very good reason for it. You are going through the change of seasons in your life at the moment. See this as a blessing. Focus on the purpose. Focus on, address the challenges and the blessings and know that they are there for a reason, Cancer. How beautiful. So Cancer, that is your reading for mid to late June. Cancer, I really felt that reading today. It's so interesting. I tend to take on the energy of the reading. So I just want to say to you, it has left me feeling a bit tired. So I really want to encourage you to go with the flow, take the rest that you need, avoid any negative energy where possible, embrace this period of change and transformation for yourself. You are birthing something new in your life. It's going to be beautiful. And if needs be, rewatch the video to really get the nuances of your reading. So if you have enjoyed this video, please let me know. Leave me a comment, give the video a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, a very warm welcome. Please subscribe and let others know about Living with Spice. The Divine is here to help everyone. Have a great rest of the month, Cancer, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye now.